You're deep in the Siberian wilderness. Cold fog rolls through the trees. The mountains loom above you. It's so quiet you only hear your footsteps on the ground. But suddenly, your friends begin to scream. You turn around, and what you see fills you with terror. They are bleeding out of their noses and eyes. They collapse, convulsing, dying, one by one. You just start running. There was no warning, nobody else around. They are dead, and you have no idea what you are running from. This is the true story of the Khamar Daban incident. On August 2nd of 1993, experienced hiking instructor Lyudmila Korovina starts to lead a group of 6 young hikers into the Khamar Daban Mountains in southern Siberia. Tatiana, 24, Victoria, 16, Alexander, 23, Timur, 15, Dennis, 19, and Valentina, 17. This isn't Lyudmila's first expedition by any means. She is tough, well-trained, and respected. The group too is strong, fit, and well-equipped. Though the weather is rough, nobody is really worried. The rain, fog, and cold wind are uncomfortable. Yes, but everybody in the group is experienced. So, they press forward, following the lonely mountain trails, unaware of what will happen, just 3 days later. In the morning of August 5th, after a cold and restless night, caught in a rainstorm, the group begins descending the mountain. The terrain is slick with mud, the air thin and damp. They move slowly. Everybody is exhausted and tired. Suddenly, without warning, Alexander screams. He falls to the ground. His eyes roll back. Blood pours from his mouth and nose. His body shakes violently, then goes still. Lyudmila Korovina rushes to help Alexander, but when she arrives at the limp body, she falls to the ground, crying out in pain, clutching at her chest, gasping for air, until she collapses right beside him. Tatiana collapses next, then Victoria, Timur, Dennis. Within minutes, 6 people lay on the ground, dying, or already dead. Foaming mouths, blue lips, twisted limbs and eyes wide open in terror. Valentina, who is the fairest from the place Alexander collapsed, just starts running. She has no clue what she is hiding from, but she knows she has to hide in the forest, shocked to her bones. She has no food, no equipment, no maps. What happened to her group? Are they all dead? How? Why? She knows that she has to go back and check on them eventually, though she has no idea what will happen to her when she reaches them. The morning after the tragedy, Valentina is utterly exhausted, both physically and mentally. Her body aches from the cold and lack of sleep, and her mind struggles to make sense of what had just happened. But survival leaves her no time to rest. She makes the difficult decision to return to the area where her friends had died. She knows she cannot survive on just instinct alone. There, among the bodies of her companions, she searches desperately for anything that can help her. She finds some food in a backpack left behind by the group, some warm clothing, and an old compass that could guide her. With her hands trembling, she gathers what she can carry, knowing it's her only chance to survive. The sight of her friends' lifeless bodies will stay with her forever, but she has no choice but to leave the mountain behind and try to find her way back, her own strength dwindling with each passing hour. For 4 days, she wanders alone through the mountains, hiding under trees at night, drinking from streams, trying to keep her mind from shattering. But then, Finally, she stumbles into another group that helps her out of the wilderness. She is alive and safe. But what she had witnessed would haunt her forever. Authorities recover the bodies shortly after. What they find matches Valentina's description exactly. 6 corpses, some partially unclothed, some contorted, some with blood on their faces. No signs of an avalanche, no injuries from a fall, no predators, no signs of a struggle. Lyudmila's body is found sitting upright, mouth open, as if still screaming. The official cause of death? Hypothermia. But that doesn't explain the foaming mouths, the bleeding, the convulsions, or why it all happened so suddenly and to everybody. But Valentina. So, what really happened to the Khamar Daban hikers? Let's take a look at the leading theories. Poisoning. Maybe they ate toxic mushrooms or drank contaminated mountain water. But Valentina ate and drank the same things. Why did she survive? Not even got sick. Toxic gas. Some suspect natural gas seeped from underground. Gases, like hydrogen sulfide, can kill quickly and cause bleeding, confusion, and seizures. But no such gas was found at the site. Military testing. Could it have been nerve agents? Chemical weapons from a leftover Soviet experiment, maybe? The symptoms do match, but there's no evidence, and no one has admitted to anything. Hypothermia. This is the official explanation. Cold, panic, exhaustion. But hypothermia is slow, and it doesn't make you bleed. Nutritional deficiency. Another theory was proposed by the search team leader. A lack of vital nutrients, a vitamin shortage, maybe protein deficiency. Some claimed Lyudmila denied them food, that she starved them without realizing the danger. But Valentina says that's not true. They had food. They ate, and malnutrition doesn't explain the panic, or the blood, or how fast it all happened. Mass panic. Did one death trigger hysteria in the group? In moments of extreme stress, the body's fight-or-flight response takes over. Adrenaline surges, heart rates spike, and logical thought fades. People often act without thinking, their minds overwhelmed by terror. But could fear alone do this? Even if that were true, fear doesn't cause foaming mouths or convulsions. The unknown. Some believe they encountered something else entirely, something hidden in those mountains, something we don't know, we can't explain. Whatever it was, it killed 6 people in minutes and left one survivor who will never forget, but now refuses to talk about the incident. Though some theories are supported by more evidence, we may never know for sure what really happened during those dreadful days in the Khamar Daban range. The facts leave us with more questions than answers. And despite the investigations, the truth remains elusive. What we do know is that 6 young lives were lost, and 1 survivor remains, probably haunted by the events of that day. But like I just said, she refuses to talk about the events. Sometimes, nature hides its secrets well, and sometimes, the most unsettling stories are the ones with no resolution at all. Like this video if it made you feel something strange, and subscribe for more eerie mysteries.